Welcome, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 with an early look at Panzer Corps 2. And they stressed to me that this is an early look and that this is a pre-release, not everything's here version of the game. And so you take it for that what it is. But before we get into the game, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. You can also hit that like button. If you decide you need to hit that dislike button, just tell me why. Give me the feedback. I really would appreciate that. But back to Panzer Corps 2. It really is Panzer Corps. Just an updated, but an updated version of Panzer Corps. It still has the same heart. If you like the earlier game, or the even earlier Panzer General game, you'll like this. This is just that better. If you were looking for something, I don't know, more realistic in the tactical sense, well, go over and play Close Combat or some other game like that. This is Panzer Corps. And so it's really continuing with the tradition of that. We're going to be playing this on the general level. They have the different levels here, Field Marshal, Lieutenant, and whatnot. You can go to advanced, but we're not doing that much, not right now for this. So yeah, we're going to go here. Okay, you have, for the campaign, you have two paths to start. Prototype equipment rewards for the Northern Assault, as you can see here, or bonus prestige awards for the Southern Assault. Though my understanding, this also will determine our progression path through the mission. So there's a lot of replayability here. The Northern Assault, you then go, I guess, to Norway, and then for the Fall Gelb stuff, it's more, Low Countries and whatnot. If you do the Southern path, you're going more towards Paris. Don't know all the details, don't know how flexible that is, but that's my understanding. Haven't really I have not played past the first mission and not even completed that. So this is I've not completed the first mission, so I have done some opening moves. So we're going to accept this. Okay, here, well, we don't need to, but we're going to name our general. Now let's Hans Gruber. Hans. Oh no, come on, no. Gruber. Hans Gruber. And what do we want him to look like? No, not a shadow. That looks so much like Putin. I don't know. There we go. We'll have him as our general. Now, here we have a bunch of strengths. I'm just going to go with Panzer General. Just seems good for the series. Now, if you want to take a weakness, you can do weakness like Green Army. You can't do elite replacements. And then you could pick, I don't know, deadly circle enemy has suffered. Well, I don't know, you could go infantry general, and then you could, bounce back and forth, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to go with basic Panzer General. All these would be a really difficult one, so we're just going to go with Panzer General. Okay, please have a seat. I'll speak to you shortly. Briefing takes, officer picks up the phone. We're not going to go through all of this. If you've been watching other early playthroughs, they very well may have. Okay, glory to the fatherland. All right, here, General. Okay, yeah, we know primary objectives. Okay, end briefing. Okay, we have 15 turns to get to these 3 primary objectives. Also good if we get to secondary. All right, well, let's see about buying some more equipment. We're going to leave these at start, but it is very much intended for you to have a bit of flexibility. And like I said, I've done some opening moves, so I sort of know what I think I want to make sure I get. We're going to do 150 to 105 millimeter. We're going to put trucks as our... Oh, did we not purchase? We didn't purchase. Okay. We didn't hit the right purchase button. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yep, guess there. Okay, so now we have 75 and 105 millimeter artillery pieces. In this game, I really think it's good to have a fighter as well as a, tactical bomber. So we'll put our BF-109 there. Okay, so that will be good. Let's go for some, basically what they're calling grenadiers, but really more of a machine gun squad type setup. And yes, with trucks, since we don't have the possibility of half tracks yet. We want to do some reconnaissance. Historically, in real world, the 6 Rad just didn't do really well for cross-country operations. Not that the 222 was ever so great, but it was a lighter vehicle. I think it was just the spread of the wheels between the front and the rear. You get stuck in there. And so it was a good road queen, but not a very good cross-country, so I discontinued it very early on. And I've often wondered what happened to those, because I don't ever see late war depictions of these things, the 6 Rads. They had, it was just like 100 or 200 of them. It wasn't a huge number of them, but they had them. And like I say, they're good. They're a decent road queen. So I know I'm interrupting a quick playthrough here for a little bit of history, but I don't think I would, if I was the German High Command or the Materiel Command or whoever, I don't think I would scrap them, turn them into, junk to recycle them. They'd be perfectly good for, I don't know, fighting partisans, road security on the Eastern Front, so you have a truck convoy moving along or something, and have 1 or 2 of those guys that are just, some extra firepower to protect against stuff like that. So, but I've just never seen a photo with, it's either been dated for late war or have, say, late war paint jobs on them or something. So I don't know what happened to them. I do know they were pulled out of frontline service, which I fully get and agree with, but it's just sort of, why don't I see any of them later in the war? In my understanding, they were, before the invasion of the Soviet Union, they were actually pulled out of frontline service, not just allowed them to attrit out of the service and replaced by better ones. They were actually pulled from service. We're going to get another 38T. I really like the 38T. Okay, we're going to put him down here in the south. Okay, the 38T is a pretty cool tank. That was one that was designed by the Czechs, and either wasn't yet in production or it just got into production when the Germans took over the rest of Czechoslovakia. Basically, the Czechs were equipped with the 35T. And they were still in production of the 35T when the Germans took over. They were producing a bunch. I think it was for Sweden or somebody. I know they did send a few 35Ts up to Sweden, but I think it was Sweden. They had a batch that was in production for that Germany just goes, ours now. We're not fulfilling the contract. Okay, so we got an anti-tank gun here. We're going to see if we can, how few turns we can do this in, how efficiently we can get all this. Now, like I say, I did watch somebody's playthrough who you could tell who had never played Panzer Corps before. We got an end deployment. Okay, end deployment, first turn. And not only did he, he hadn't played before. It was bad because he hadn't played the game, not because he was a bad player. And so I have seen that, but I haven't. We're going to have to worry about flanks from our north up here as well. It's pushing down. So we've got these guys here. Let's come up to here. Now, we're also going to come over to here. We're going to bring them up to here. One thing I will admit readily here, I don't know how to do so I have tested, it doesn't seem to change. I don't know how to make this a mass attack. quite honestly, if there's, as opposed to just hitting them multiple times. That I don't know, or because I've looked through the menu for, you know, a hotkey for it, and thank you, very large truck. I'm trying to select more than one unit. Can't do that. I don't know. Yeah, like I say, I don't know. So we're going to machine gun them there with our Panzer II. Now we're going to hit them with our fairly heavy infantry, and they retreat back. Okay. Not the best result, but not the worst. Now here we've got the anti-tank guns. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our infantry up here. We're going to move our Stukas over here, and we're going to dive bomb them. Oh, we actually did some real damage and not just emotional damage. So this is supposed to be just maybe emotional. Okay, yep. So our pioneers did a little bit of damage there to the anti-tank guns. Okay. Let's move our panzers here. Okay, got some extra prestige for that move. Yeah, let's come over here. That'll get us a much better reconned area. I know there's some armored cars down there, so let's move down and spot them officially. Well, I think we will just end these guys this turn. Overrun, which is a mechanic that goes back, if I remember correctly, to Panzer General, but wasn't in Panzer Corps. So basically we just hit them so hard that they really couldn't do much about it. Now let's move our other artillery piece to here. We're going to park our fighters right over here to give all this fighter coverage, because I'm expecting a Polish bomber. Could just did a light airstrike down here, but we'll skip that. Okay, end turn. Okay. So they go for emotional damage on our tanks, and a TKS shows up. And is being assaulted from multiple sides. Uh-oh, our pioneers took heavy damage there. And the Polish cavalry come. And the winged hussars arrived. Okay. Now, hope you like the way the aircraft is working. It automatically goes back at the end of the turn. So it's flying from an airbase, doing its operations, and then coming back. So we're going to come up to here with you. Shoot at the Polish aircraft. Okay. Oh, good. Now, fortunately here, we've got the 35T with its 37mm gun. The TKS, the standard version, had a 7.92mm machine gun as its only gun, and to my understanding, it's loaded with standard ammunition. The Panzer I, we have one here, has two, I think they're MG-15 machine guns. In the Spanish Civil War, they ran into Soviet T-26s and go, oops, and figured out that fighting against other tanks is something that may be a reality. So they were able to develop machine gun ammunition, basically more powder loaded into the cartridge than normal, I do believe. I mean, I haven't looked at any of the great stats, and I'm gathering some sort of steel core or something in the ammo instead of lead that was able to punch the armor at like 500 yards and less for a Soviet T-26, which is a fairly light tank. So I presume that that would punch the TKS and whatever this WZ-29 armored cars punch their armor at 500 yards. Now, of course, in Spain, the Soviets learned that we can just sort of hang 600 yards out and they can't do much to us. So it's not a... Let's use you to bomb here. It's not a, guaranteed good method of operation against. Okay, they're having some emotional problems. Now they're also having a little bit of flaming problems. Ooh, yes. Okay, so we got a minor town here, a little bit of prestige. That's nice. We're gonna circle these guys, and they will just die of starvation, basically, if they remain. Damn, I didn't do that well, did I? Oh, and overrun. Okay, well, yep, let's charge ahead. Yeah, these guys moved, they moved. Oh well, okay. That's still pretty good. This has a 20mm as well as a standard 8mm Mauser machine gun. When I say 8mm Mauser, then I may be saying 7.92 Mauser, same thing, just how precise you're calling it, and strange things from gun collecting I pick up. Okay, yeah, that looks fairly good. We're in fairly good shape for unit strength. Okay, so let's end the turn here. Again, more emotional trauma. They've now encircled this unit by being here, and now maybe unencircled it. Oops. On their part more than mine, I would say. Okay, you march right up to the edge of the city. And yeah, there, it's an anti-tank gun this time. Okay. They took a lot of damage. Very nice. If I move up against him and attack, it's not that it's going to be much damage, but the anti-tank gun will attack me, so we might as well move here. And hit that. Well, I guess there's no good way around it. I'll take whatever minor damage that will inflict back. Yeah, we'll get that, and we will move up to here. Get ready to flank down this time. This is sort of my southern group. Well, let's get our BF-109 out, up over here, and shoot at these guys. Now, got a decent amount of tanks, and you can zoom in on this a bit more. These are actual 3D models. I would not have chosen to do 3 images of the heavy machine, or the machine gun and heavy configuration. I definitely would have gone for a heavy machine gun for that, to distinguish that. Again, I don't know if I would go for 3 flamethrowers. This is the first time I really zoomed in and looked at these guys. For this type of game, it's not a bad model. A lot of angles, of course, but not bad. The more rounded they make these things, the harder it is for the graphics to do, would have dealt with. But I would have thrown in a maybe 1 rifle guy out of this group or something. This I would have put in at least 1 like submachine gunner type thing, something like that. I would have had some other option, or you know, not just the same thing done, picking up and moving that way. Okay, what I want to do here is come over here. We're going to come over here and bomb these guys. They got some spotting bonuses from our reconnaissance here. And they're going to shoot them and yeah, pursue them. Great, that's just what I wanted to have happen. Because I want to come over here and what's their skill rating? Their experience. Basically nothing, I guess. So we will just do standard replacements. Okay, so that will be nice. Yeah, you circle down around here. Now the Polish did not charge German tanks with lances. That is apocryphal. The Lancer units still, you know, there's still some British units that officially have, I think, Lancer in their title, but they drive tanks. The Polish Lancers were used as Lancers in the Soviet-Polish War, 1920 or something? But really, by the time we're talking World War II, they are... we're going to do replacements, get these guys back up to strength. We're talking... riding horses around to get near to combat and then getting off and attacking like sensible people. Thank you, big bus. Yeah, we'll come down here with our trucks. And we'll risk this. Get our Okay, so the 75s are just being towed. I think, like I say, these aren't feature complete. They may do animations of horses eventually. I don't know. I mean, I don't have any word on for sure if they will, as opposed to the trucks. Now, if you have noticed, sometimes it appears, I think we're moving it only part of its movement ability, so it gets unlimbers. I think we moved it enough that it doesn't unlimber. I'm just guessing with what I'm seeing here. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Aircraft fly home. Another airstrike. Our recon is shooting back. The horsies are riding away. Okay. Now. These are the Panzer ones. They should be good for shooting at infantry in the open field. Okay, that was nice. Yeah, there are the horsies there. Overrun. It already moved out all of their movement capabilities, I think. Okay. Move these guys up so they can kill that, but now these guys can take the city and the victory hex. 400 prestige. Yeah, let's deny them the use of the airbase and gain it for us. Instead of just pushing as hard as we can for No? No. Let's use you here. Boom, I do like these graphics. You come over to here. Shoot down the last of the Polish aircraft, I think. I think there'll be infantry here, so we'll just move up to the bridge and definitely not attack. Circle around these guys and overrun. Very good. But again, we used up all of our movement just getting there. Yeah, we'll risk this. I'm also going to risk this. Okay, spotted some more units, including some artillery. Excuse me. Okay. So we have persistent dead horses and men here. I don't know if you've seen photos of the battle after, from battlefields, sort of in the immediate aftermath, the dead horses laying around, and they're somewhat easier to bury men. I mean, we do see men here too, but the horses are big and hard to bury, so they often get left. We'll move, yeah, you up to here to get ready to bombard there. Okay, that's looking good. Right, okay, so let's end this turn. Ouch. Ah, some more TKSs. Nice job on those. Yeah, that's doing pretty decent. Okay, well. Yeah, that's not the best plan. To attack into the city here. Without much support. Get our engineers or pioneers up to there. I don't know if we want to attack there just yet. Oh boy, well. Well, good thing we had this in the right position, otherwise it would have been not so good. Like we can do in this guy, that's nice. Oh, and oh, they get anti-tank backup. No, thank you. These guys now we will. For this. Oh, okay, they're 1 star there. Okay, well, we'll give them. We've got a lot. We'll give them some elite reinforcements. And they're also 1 star. Well, let's not forget our aircraft, which I'm almost forgetting here. Can you operate from this airbase? Or are we just really stuck out there? I don't know. Let's see how the map changes. Okay, well, let's see how that works. I don't know if that was a good idea to move him there. Some FT-17s. Moved up their anti-tank gun and really sort of messed with us hard. Okay, well, now the FT-17. I do definitely believe, and I'm not absolutely sure that any of them were still in service. Not sure. I'm saying not, just not sure if any were still in service by World War II. They definitely had some prior to it, again, back to the, you know, Polish-Soviet conflict. But they did. The Poles, I think it was like 40 or 60 or so, bought some R-35s, which is sort of the French replacement, literally the French replacement there. And so, yeah, we need to deal with that. Okay, you can't quite get there. Okay, well, no, I guess we can't base out of here. You're not letting me base out of here. Why not? Took the air base. Nothing's in range. No, they did. The developers did talk about the short range of some of the German fighters, and so compared to some of the Allied ranges and how it will affect gameplay. Though this is seemingly awfully short. Okay, well, got these guys up here in the north, so we're going to march up to here, and that looks like a not a good attack. Okay, well, let's give them an emotional reaction. Can't reinforce those guys, and I don't want to lose them. Yo, they've got artillery. They're still getting a little more. Ooh, they surrendered. Wow, okay. Very good. Well, we might as well strike at that guy. That did a little better than I thought, maybe. And they fell back on the bridge, which is a lousy defensive position to be actually on the bridge, not defending behind it. And they all fell over. Okay, well, let's bring you over here. Let's march you. Well, you come up to here, give them an emotional reaction. Side there. Oh, they're pioneers. Ooh, that really was not a good reaction. Okay. On our part. Okay, they can't attack. They are not doing well. Okay, we'll attack the anti-tank gun. Not the best thing to do in Panzer Corps is to attack anti-tank guns with tanks. Oh well, don't know if we can base out of that. We may lose this Panzer outfit down here. Wow, somehow they survived. Wow. Well, they kept retreating, which is a good notion when you're so badly messed up. Okay. No. No. Okay, well, those aren't very good odds. Attacking there. do want to save this guy. Can we save him? Can we save him? Okay, you would get return fire. You would get that. Let's move you up to here. You up to here. Like I said, being on the bridge and attacking is not the sort of best result you can hope to achieve. Okay, well, you can swing down to here. We're going to take this. How the hell do I do a mass attack? Okay, escape. Options. Hotkeys. Undo, mount, split, merge, replace elite, purchase, upgrade, rebase, skip animations. Next unit, okay. Audio, video, other, okay. Okay, we're gonna go back. Resume game. I don't know how to do a mass attack here particularly well, so let's be sort of stupid about this and just see if we can do some good. Oh, that was terrible. Not that engineers in cities wouldn't do well to. Okay, did we already attack with you? Okay, well. Don't know why you can't go there. And, oh, we can reinforce this guy now, I guess. I don't know, do we have somehow a path placement? Okay, well, I guess not. Didn't think so, but it's highlighted there. Okay, well, let's see how we do with their end turn. Have I done something to mess this up? Ah, well. Did I hit some button or something? Oh, okay, here they're taking their turn. I guess for some reason they just weren't taking their turn. Ouch. Okay, the 9th Panzer's, the 38 TA's heroic defense level 1. Get the survivor with a Iron Cross. Very good. Now, okay, I don't know what the weirdness that was happening back there was, whether I just clicked something badly or whatnot. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll follow into here with you. And we're going to take this airport. There we go. Okay. That's working a little better. Again, I don't know what the problem was. But we still don't have our air. Oh, come on. Why can't we use that base? Well, let's... how many stars? Okay, we'll reinforce that. Yeah. Get this would happen, but shoot them up good. Oh, you need to artillery them first. And you got counter battery fire, but now these guys, hopefully we can also elite reinforce them. I'm just oh, okay, yeah, good. Yeah, you'll get some bad defensive fire, but well, they're encircled now. They've already been reinforced. Okay, that's good. So that's good. Let's end the turn. Again, I don't know what that little problem was. And yes, it was just a minor little glitch. Okay, you take that. That'll get us some more prestige. Yeah, you come here. Take out that artillery. Yeah, oh good, fully take that out artillery. Very nice. You come up, take out the anti-tank gun. Come back up here, close. Assault the base. Reduce their morale. Okay, well, we'll hit them with these guys. I think we'll play it sort of smart and We'll bring you up here. There we go. It'll be turn 10, I think we'll win this on. They look like they've tacked out, but got some defensive artillery fire. Okay. Give them some emotional, well, also physical trouble. Boom. Okay. And they even retreated out. And victory. So we have some experience for some of our units. Poland North. So 10 turns. We did well there. Let's continue this. Loading. Okay. Carl, Herr General. All is good news for you. Your success at Danzig Corridor, coupled with von Rundstedt's advance in the south, have virtually encircled the Polish capital. Okay, well, we're going to continue this next episode as a big truck drives by. Boy, I can't wait to build my studio. So again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Panzer Corps 2, which is coming in March. March sometime. I think you can pre-order it in February, though I guess if you watch enough videos, you'll know what's going on, though I strongly... there are supposedly some benefits, we'll see what they are, I don't know, to getting into the pre-ordering it or not, to see if you want to do that. But, so, yeah, this is it. Thanks for watching, thanks for liking, like I said. See you next time for more historical games.